Have you resisted temptation to the point of shedding blood? Have you endured persecution to the point of giving up? Do you even recognize that there's a battle raging strong over your thoughts and over your purity, and this battle will last your entire life long? So here's what I'll do. I'll tell you where this war began. It was Genesis 1 and 2, Adam and Eve in the garden walking hand in hand. Eve sunbathing, just working on a tan. Adam running through the fields, just trying to be the man. You see, that's when things were right. There were no murders in the middle of the night. There was no cancer invading bodies. There was no strife. But sin cut the cord of humanity's life. You see, in Genesis 3, Adam and Eve believed the lies that to this day are still robbing you and I. Here are the lies: that we are our own purpose, that life exists only on this surface, that love, joy, honor, that we deserve it. You see, we're still listening to the serpent. The enemy knows you better than you know yourself, and he hates you. He wants to choke out your breath, stop your heart like cardiac arrest, and ruin your name, your life, your family until there's not anything left. But sin set in motion God's redemptive plan. For God so loved the world that he would send his son to man to rescue, to redeem, to reconcile all things back to himself. And it was in this God-man that the Father's fullness was pleased to dwell. And Christ was sent on mission to conquer hell. And he would take the sin of this world and he would bear it as his own. And the wrath that you and I both deserve was transferred to him alone. And like a lamb led to slaughter, our Savior didn't make a sound, wearing whiplashes as a robe and thorns as a crown, carrying his cross all the way across town. And with his arms outstretched he hung, blood and water flowing down. With my finite mind, it doesn't make any sense. And he gets my sin, and I get his righteousness. So my King was laid in a grave, not breathing, his mother weeping, the predestined dying day. But 3 days later, that stone had been rolled away. And truth be told, death couldn't hold, the enemy couldn't keep him in that grave, because my King is no longer dead. That serpent bruised his heel while Christ's foot was smashing his head. And our fears and our insecurities, those things have been put to bed. We live the life that Christ provides through his dying breath. He is risen from the grave, and God has given him a name that is worthy to be praised. The only name that saves is Jesus. Jesus, God's only son. There's a battle raging strong, but the war is already won, because he sits in victory at his Father's right side. And yeah, he's got scars in his head, and scars in his feet, and a scar on his side. But it's through those scars that we have life. It's through those scars that we have strength to fight. So let's fight. Fight with all your might. Don't waste your life. I'm telling you that there's gonna be strife, but our King holds the keys to hell, and he's about to turn off the light. So believe on Jesus. He was born, died, and was raised to free us. He is the way, the truth, and the life, God's only son. There's a battle raging strong, but the war is already won.